Last House on the Block by Samiz. Chapter 8. A Life of Surrender. By this point, I had learned that surrender wasn't a one-time decision. It wasn't just something I did once, at the beginning of my walk with Jesus, and then moved on. No surrender was no. Surrender was a daily act, a constant letting go of my will, my desires, and of my need for control. Each day I had to choose to let go again and let go of the fear that would try to overwhelm me. Let go of the frustration when my body failed me, and let go of the pressure to be perfect. The more I surrendered, the more I felt free. It wasn't always easy, and there were days when I felt like I was holding on with white-knuckled strength, unwilling to let go. But in those moments, I knew that Jesus was right there with me, gently calling me to trust him more. The pain I experienced was still real. The fatigue still weighed me down, but I had learned to see it through a different lens. It wasn't just a burden, it was a reminder that I didn't have to carry it alone. It was in the moments of surrender that I found true strength, the strength that comes from knowing I was not the one in control, but that God was. I began to see my life as a beautiful tapestry with threads of joy, sorrow, triumph, and failure, all woven together by God's hand. Every thread, every moment had its purpose. Nothing was wasted. The pain I had endured, the mistakes I had made, and the struggles I had faced were all a part of his plan to shape me into who I was meant to be. As I continued to walk in faith, I began to notice the changes in myself, not just my physical body, but in my heart and mind. I was becoming more patient, more compassionate, and more willing to show grace. I had learned to see others through God's eyes, not through my own judgment. I began to realize that everyone around me was also carrying their own burdens, their own pain, their own struggles, and I was being called to meet them in that place with love and understanding. I also learned the importance of rest. For so long I had pushed myself to the limit, trying to do it all, trying to be everything to everyone. But I realized that true rest wasn't just about physical sleep. It was about resting in God's promises, trusting that he was in control. And when I rested in him, he gave me the strength I needed for the next step of the journey. I came to understand that surrender wasn't about giving up. It was about yielding to God's will and trusting that he would make something beautiful out of my life, even if I couldn't see it right away. It was about recognizing that I didn't have to have all the answers or know what the future held. I just had to keep trusting, keep surrendering, and keep walking in the light of his love.